up, though? Welcome to another episode of Jelly Lounge Radio Show, where we discuss politics like family. That is the theme song, Vulnerable, of my upcoming album, Jelly World, Jelly for Life, Jelly Forever. On the music copper, on the mute nothing. Another great episode for you. MLK weekend. We thank Dr. Martin Luther King for all the sacrifice, everything done for us, and the sacrifice families endured. Appreciate them. Appreciate this Monday off, if you got it off, or you getting that double, triple overtime, whatever it is. And I'm your host, JLE, in Detroit, and got a little snow. And I came across this story. Oh, man. This is a funny one. Apparently, a salt truck on Chalmers Road near Chandler Park in Chalmers on the east side of Detroit dropped a massive amount of salt. So, I mean, you gotta love the D, baby. Instead of letting all that salt go to waste, people start getting buckets or containers and filling it up so they can salt they driveways, yards, or steps. Of course, someone posted on social media. So maybe some other people know ain't got it. Say it was accidental. But I'm like, come on, man. How in the hell do you? I mean, it was like a mountain of it. That was a hell of a you didn't notice the button had released it and realized it because it was a mountain of it where a lot of people can go get some. And given how much I think we got about almost 9 inches fell within the last few days in total. Yeah, that's all will come in handy. I thought that story interesting. On Detroit, baby. We got hold on, my bad. There we go. President Trump, in his visit last week, went to a Ford plant and UAW worker got into it with him, wound up getting suspended. President Trump gave him the finger. Our president gangster, man. He ain't taking his ass enough nobody. What up, though? He ain't taking his ass off nobody. Now, to me, this is where the story gets interesting. I mean, UAW president and them, they put out a response that, they don't condone him going back for up to president, but a president shouldn't give no one the bird. They should be presidential. I'm like, okay, I get that. But this is my thing. Because Ford suspended them on their conduct policy. They do, yeah, I can see that. If you know they have policies, regardless how you feel about this man, you got to do a job. So if President Trump walking by your area, that's not a moment in time to start saying, you know what, I think you suck as a president on your policy, this and that, you're a trash person, or whatever he was saying. And you sit up here like, I mean, granted, some people might say, man, I'm president, I'm gonna let that slide. I ain't gonna say nothing to him. But Trump be wanting to smoke. So he flip you the bird, F you too. Why you antagonizing him? He doing a walkthrough thing or whatever. What's the problem? What you doing? But this is the part that tripped me out, America. The GoFundMe. I ain't checked it more recent, but last I checked, it was over 800,000 for his GoFundMe. Like, wow. Like, wow. I can see that. They feel give him that. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Yes, he's a good wrestler. Shout out to you. Wrestling's awesome. How you doing? Appreciate the comments. I mean, some of the moves he's making, I might not agree with everything you do, but he's doing some good stuff that's helping people. And that's supposed to be the goal of the president. Bro, I'm not saying that. I don't even know what that means. I can't speak on stuff I don't know what it means. Appreciate your comment though. And almost $1 million people then donate to GoFundMe. Like even still people have the issue with the Venezuela situation. But the people there are happy he got that dictator off that seat. So they can be good. So take your feelings out of it. Judge him on, is he doing good stuff for the people? Now, Diedrich Furs in Detroit is going out of business, so it's been long lines. I ain't know people still got fur coats. Yeah, some people feel that that's another side of the aisle. Philly the worst president. I mean, time will tell me he's keeping campaign promises. He's the first president I've seen that the people give him a list of what they want and he try to do it. You know. Now you might not like how you go about it, but most of the people voted for him said they want illegal people out of this country. Okay, I'm getting them about. I mean, Biden made promises to the black people, African Americans in this country, and he doubled down on it. I'm not going to say the ones they are not happy because I seen the video of the people in the country dancing, celebrating. I mean, I would say check all media. Just don't check CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News. They're either conservative or liberal, and they're going to give you one side. Go look for the total story. I even saw a lot of comments from Venezuelans online saying, if you ain't from here, keep your comments to yourself because this dude been doing a lot of evil stuff to people that speak out against him, have killed relatives in front of us. So we're happy he's not in charge. I'm going by what the people over there say. Now, the new issue coming up now, we got the protests going on in Minnesota still. A federal court has imposed limitations on what the ICE tactics can be, what they call Operation Metro Surge. They can't retaliate against peaceful protesters or stop people in their vehicles that are not obstructing operations. Now, I believe that's because of the lady unfortunately lost her life. But when you read the story, she was blocking traffic. And even the wording would retaliate, that means you are attacking the ICE agent for you to say not to retaliate. That's not being peaceful. Now, I ain't gonna say all Democrats. Because all Democrats are not criminals. Just like all Republicans ain't evil. There's bad people on both sides that could do better. But I see your point. The Iran protests, when I first talked about it last week, over 2,500 have been killed. President Trump's been thinking about intervening over there. That's a lot of people. Like, man, when I first reported, they had cut the internet and the telephone. But now, I'm like, wow. So it's been escalating ever since over there in Iran. And given what Trump done, a lot of these leaders are looking at, okay, he will do something. So we're gonna see. Hopefully, they let them protest and it be peaceful, and escalation don't go. Now, story I have found interesting. President Trump has spoke on Greenland. We need to go over there. We need to get that. So I do some research. I'm like, when did Greenland become a thing? And because of the Arctic ice melting, it gives it good shipping routes to go through. So that help with trade. But also, for national security wise, it gives us, because it sits in the middle of North America and Europe. If missiles were to come to attack us and we have position, we got a base there already, but we're positioned there more or have more control of it, we can ward off any missile attacks. So that's why he want that. Plus, they recently found there's oil, gas, and natural resources that will help technology and energy over there as well. Because China is posted up over there, Russia posted up over there. So I know where this become a nice like park place or boardwalk or Monopoly on the board. So everybody's starting to come over there. When China and Russia come over there, they got something important. Now it could just be China and Russia look like, okay, we see how Trump and the US moving on the chessboard. Well, we need to move too, because we don't need you to have, we need this power and control to be balanced. Now, let's say, for example, the US got, if we looking at 100%, let's say we have, and it's cut three ways, we got 40. And they both got 30 each. We trying to take that up to like 50, the way they might look at it. Like, oh no, you're gonna have way too much. We gotta cut that out. Okay. Let's see what you're saying. Appreciate the comment. So 26, that's gonna be a story. Keep watching how Greenland unfolds. And I didn't realize with the shipping routes that how that can be. Well, they definitely give you another way to get goods around instead of probably going different other areas. Because I know we have a base over there already, which I didn't even know we had one in Greenland. I mean, I remember you guys when you were elementary school and stuff, you learned about the world map. After that, I ain't heard nothing about Greenland. Like, what's so big? But with the Arctic, because a lot of stuff froze over the years and it started melting. Now you find out, I just found out Venezuela had the biggest oil reserves. That was new information. Now Greenland got oil. So shout out to the people that's into the earth and checking out this type of stuff, because you got to have people on it that let them know that, hey, they got resources over there. Oil, they got gas, they got this, they got that. Like, okay. And for technology, got to be that the stuff you use for phones probably, or other tech for computers, stuff to help with energy. So yeah, it's a lot going on. Friday was the Black Tie charity event for the Detroit Auto Show. Big gal event. Mayor Sheffield was there doing the ribbon cutting. Big event. Yeah, I agree. Location definitely, because I ain't looked at the map in a minute, so to know it's right in the middle of Europe, yeah, that's a great strategic area. And President Trump has been speaking on it as we need that for national security. People didn't know about the Cuban Missile Crisis back when President Kennedy had Russia kept putting their missiles there. They had direct shot to start targeting cities and states in the U.S. And we almost came to World War III over that, because President Kennedy was just elected. And he had let people know, but him being one of the youngest, he wasn't no punk. And that really came off like a punk move while you meeting with Kennedy and he asking these questions. Man, we don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nothing over there, baby. We good. And then people like, nah, dog. Here you go. We had a flyover. Here you go. He is positioned. That's like, this dude sat in my house. And you know, if you're a man, you that disrespect. Like, wait a minute. You came to the White House, looked me in my eye, told me ain't nothing going on. And my people showed me that you straight up got missiles over there. So that was a big deal. You can have this of opinion on politics. You ain't got a name call. Ain't none of that necessary. Okay. You know. And I wouldn't go see that movie because my parents told me about it, but I never knew what it was till I watched it. Like, wow. It almost went down back in the 60s. So now I look at it as, okay, he's saying national security. We can stop any missile attacks from Europe. Okay. Now, flip side, we can send missile attacks to over there. Because you say national security, so you got to look at it from both ways. If we can block it, we can send it too. You know, soft targets or whatever might be the case. I'm like, okay, I got you. So these things we were looking out for. You know, that's one thing. Jelly Lounge radio show. We're gonna be looking at what's going on in the world. Talk about what people ain't talking about, and try to dig a little deep dive or more and give you more information on why, the relevance of it. The other news outlets, especially the regular ones, they're gonna give you different perspectives. We're just gonna give you what the facts are. You decide for yourself. You know, because I'm a moderate conservative independent. I see both sides. I'm not either because my opinion, Democrats go to a extreme on how they implement policy as well as Republicans. Not too many people come in the middle and just do what's good for the people. And that's it. You know, if you can't put yourself on your bootstraps, you ain't got boots. And you do need to get some help, but once you get off your feet, you don't need to keep living off the government assistance. It's just to help you out. Get back on your feet. It needs to be balanced. But these some things going on in the world. It's interesting, man. Like, wow, okay. So we're gonna see what plays out for next week's show. You know, appreciate you, sir. And definitely this weekend, you know, that day off does help rejuvenate you. Help you do something for yourself. If you got stuff you're trying to work on in 26, you hitting the flow running. So by February, you see more traction on what you're working on. Keep it going. I know I'm working to get my merchandise for my show, so I could be having Jelly Lounge, work attire, you know, be on my business grind better. Just start back working, so it's a process. But appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with it. I forgot. I thought I had it on the screen. My bad. There we go. There you go. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with Jelly Network. All my content there. I don't have an interview today, but it's going to be a replay episode of Middle Ground at 7. I have a new episode of Ground Floor. Post have some great panelists. We discuss dating in 2026. So, I mean, y'all see the videos like I see them on social media. Like, what's really going on out here? Let's talk about it. I mean, that's something I had coming from. I grew up in the 90s, 80s baby, graduated in the 90s. And you had that conversation from the old school passing knowledge to the young. And then you had that break off after I got out to where I guess the new school didn't want to listen. Hopefully we're starting to get back to passing that knowledge, because some men and women got this thing twisted on both sides on how you go about dating each other. Some of this stuff is wild. But I hope you enjoy yourself. Enjoy the games this weekend. Talk about them on a sports show next week. See if my predictions came true. And key word can be best version of yourself, man. It's a new year. You should have the results you're looking for by the end of the year. We're going to come back next week, talk about some more great topics. Appreciate everybody that tuned in and watched. Till next time, everybody. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with Jelly Network. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Let